So, start off with senior day. I mean, what kind of goes through your mind as you kind of prepare for this last game here at Camp Randall?
Yeah, I mean, super exciting. It's a place that means a lot to me. Being able to put in all the work over the years. One of the best feelings in the world is run out of Camp Randall Stadium. So, having the opportunity to celebrate that is with my family, something that's special.
Are you planning on? I mean, you're being honored, right? So is this your final season at Wisconsin?
I haven't fully decided yet, but if it is my last season, I don't want to miss the opportunity of having a senior day. So, I won't decide that until probably after the season.
I mean, obviously you missed the game a couple weeks ago. How did it feel out there last week? We saw you had the brace on, but just take us through how you felt, and did you feel at all limited in that first game back?
Yeah, good. I mean, I think kind of the approach was a little bit less snaps than normal, but I've been continuing to work back with the trainers, and I feel good and confident heading into the next week.
Will you go with the brace again this week, or?
I'm kind of undecided.
And so asking just what happened against Ohio State, and just what kept what injured, and just how has been the progression back?
It's been good. We have a great athletic training staff, and just being able to work back. And I'm a competitor. I don't like peeing out and missing time, but I haven't missed a game throughout my entire career before Indiana. So it's something challenging, but I have great teammates that I can rely on and support me. So I'm just trying to get out there as soon as possible.
As you worked back last week, one thing we didn't see you do was kick and punt return, at least in the game. Do you anticipate taking some reps during practice this week, and do you anticipate potentially reprising that role next week?
Yeah, I mean, I'll practice. Whenever I practice, I do kick and punt return, but that's a coach's decision, so you got to ask them.
A lot of people said that you guys had a great Tuesday today. What did you like about the practice, and what impresses you about the way this team, after facing adversity, can kind of come together?
Yeah, I think just the competitiveness. I think, my mom was talking to me last night, and she asked, kind of how we were feeling. I literally told her, I said, one of the best things that you can do is get back on the practice field after a tough loss, because, when you get things going, you get things moving to the next week, you get to compete again. It feels good for everybody, so we're excited to be able to get back out there, and excited for the opportunity this weekend.
You can talk to your mom too. That's a good.
Yeah, of course. My mom's one of the best people, and my favorite person in the world. So I always got to talk to her.
Is it okay asking, was it a knee injury that happened at Ohio State, or what exactly transpired that knocked you out in the game?
Yeah, it was just my leg. I'm not going to get into it. But yeah, it was a lower body injury.
Along those lines, before we move on, because I didn't see the play against Ohio State, was it a contact thing? Was it just you were running and it happened non-contact?
It just happened on KOR. I don't know if when I was running back on the punt return, if that affected it at all, but it happened on the KOR in the second quarter, I think. So nothing that's overly serious, but just something that's bothering and limiting me. So I've just been trying to work to get back.
What are things that you learned from the upperclassmen when you were a freshman, sophomore, that you've made a point to try to instill and keep that culture alive? It's just, whatever it might be, whether it be, keeping people in line or whatever it might be, that kind of are the Wisconsin values that you try to keep alive?
Yeah, I mean, I think there's a lot of things I learned from, upperclassmen just around, not even just leadership, but just how to go about your business. I think, watching guys like Gary Groshek as a freshman guy who, does everything right. He taught me how to take care of my body. I always check if I got in the cold tub. And what I realized is that, when you could be an example about how you approach every single day, and the work ethic that you have, finishing routes, finishing with the ball in your hands, finishing blocks, being able to come out with a good attitude every single day for practice. Like, that consistency that you show to younger players is what really impacts them, and that's what I try to bring every single day.
2 trophy games coming up. I know it's been a tough go, but what do you want to see from this team and the offense specifically in these games?
I just want to see us execute. I think, it's frustrating when you don't execute on the level that you want to. Obviously we haven't done that for the past several weeks. And, I have confidence in the guys in our huddle, and I'm just excited to go out there and compete, win these last 2 games.
Jim, one issue that's kind of plagued the offense at times is receiver drops. Have you are there any conversations in the receiver room on how to improve that, or kind of something to get your mental right kind of thing, or how do you guys go about trying to fix that issue?
I think it's just having confidence. Obviously, something that you emphasize, just looking at it at practice. But at the end of the day, we're all talented receivers, and we know we can make those catches. And, we've been working to make those, and these last 2 games we need to be able to make some of those plays to help the offense, especially in third down situations, stuff like that.
What's kind of you got a lot of younger receivers in this program. What are you hoping that if this is your last year here, that they take from watching you, this year and even in previous years?
Yeah, like I said, just the way I approach practice. I think that we have so many talented people and there's so many talented players, but what can separate you as a player is the work you put in every single day. And I try to be that consistent standard for the way to work and the way to approach just every single day, whether it's a workout, whether it's practice, whether it's meetings. I want to be detail oriented, and I hope that they took that from me.
Jim, one thing last week head coach Luke Fickell talked about was the desire to stretch the ball, stretch the field more vertically and more horizontally. How do you guys in the passing game think you guys can stretch the ball more vertically, be it game plan wise or just execution wise?
I mean, game plan, you have to ask Coach Longo. But execution, just when you do take those shot plays, have those opportunities, just making those plays on the field. I think we've done a decent job on some plays on the field, but some of those 50-50 balls just coming down with them, those can change games. So.
One more, just